everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Today is Saturday. I hope everyone has a wonderful, safe weekend. 7 train cars derailed in Kowalin. This is Michigan. They're saying that there was no injuries or spills. It happened there in Bay County around 1 p.m. And the sheriff's office said that the train was operated by the Lake State Rail Company. And the train was pulling 61 cars, 56 of them that were empty. The others evidently were pulling lumber. Now, I believe this trail derailment happened in Oklahoma. They're blaming it on high winds. 12 boxcars had been blown off the tracks and there was no reports of injuries. No hazards as well. That's good. But according to the Fairmont Fire Department, the radio communications tower was damaged as a result of the derailment. I don't know what these cars weigh, but I find it hard to believe that they would have been blown off the tracks, blown off the wheels. They actually just sat on top of the wheels because of high winds. Now, I could see the top of the containers blowing over. This one looks like it might have been 3 high. The other ones look like they're 2 high. Stacked 2 high, I should say. But these other ones are short. So I don't know. Many of you that follow me will remember that the bridge collapse there along the Yellowstone River caused them to transfer trains to a different track. Well, evidently along that new track that they were using, not saying it's a new track, the alternative track, there was a train derailment there now. This happened about 6 p.m. Last night. It was along the High Line, and it was 5 miles east of Harvey. The cars were stacked 2 high, and some of them broke open, spilling their contents. This comes about 1 month after the Montana Rail Link train derailed on the bridge over the Yellowstone River near Reed Point. That sent 10 tanker cars containing liquid asphalt and sulfur into the river. Cleanup continues daily. The asphalt is easier to pick up and clean up when it's cooler in the morning. But the problem is that as the sun comes up and warms up, all the pebble rocks, they can't get it off the rocks to clean up there. Here's another image of that train derailment. Yeah, you can see the rail and the ties that were just ripped up out of the ground. And then in Colorado, a train derailed. This happened in Loveland on Thursday. Luckily, I believe it was just one car that derailed. Here we have a drone video about that train that derailed from high winds there in Oklahoma. Boy, they just went flying off the tracks, and you can see the wheels. Some of the wheels, the springs, I had noticed had broken off. Now, I also did find information how some of these trains could have been derailed by tampering. Evidently, what's going on is at the joints in between the tracks, someone or a group of people have been hammering railroad spikes. And so when the train hits those joints with the railroad spikes protruding, the train would derail. Now here's an image of one area where the railroad spikes were found. You can see how it's a joint here. And this spike was driven in and then left, raised up. So when the train came along the tracks here, it would hit it, and derail the train. Evidently, they're using railroad spikes and other pieces of metal, and they have found them at switching areas where the train would switch to different tracks, where these spikes and pieces of metal were embedded. This evidently is in South Carolina. Now, to me, being, just a regular civilian, this looks like where the spike is just slowly working itself up. But evidently this is one of the examples that they're saying is being done to the railroads. So could it be from a terrorist coming into our country or a disgruntled employee? It is against the law, and if a train derails and a person is killed, well, you would be charged with murder. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, please stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.